Hey guys, it's Scott with Scotty B Cards. In this episode, I have another video where I look at 3 cards that I think are a very good buy under $50 and explain why. Before we start, I just want to say if you are a sports card, trading card, baseball card fan, then this is the channel for you. We post 3 times each and every week exclusively about this content, so hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, so the very first player I want to discuss is one that people have been mentioning in all of the past videos, and that is Yordan Alvarez. Yordan Alvarez, I have been reluctant to put him on here because I wanted to see how he would do in a little bit larger sample size because he is exclusively a DH. But even though he isn't exclusively a DH, he has looked really good, and he's looked really good ever since he came up to the big leagues. So if we look at his OPS, even right off the bat, you can see his OPS plus, and he's only played in 114 career games in 3 years, which is why I was waiting. But in those 114 career games, he has mashed. He's had 33 homers, 100 RBIs. And on a full season trajectory, that's 47 homers and 142 RBI and a batting average of .318 with an OPS of over 1,000. So that's really good. That's really good. And that's a 4.8 WAR in less than a full season. So if he's able to produce this, he could be a 5 to 7 WAR player, kind of like a David Ortiz type player, and could be a really solid pickup. And his cards are still cheap because he plays for the Astros, and people don't like the Astros, but he wasn't even there in 2017 when they were proven to have cheated. They may have cheated later on. We cannot prove that. At least Major League Baseball says they didn't. I still think they might have, but regardless, his numbers this year, when we know they aren't cheating, are really good. The card I want to point out that I think is a good deal is basically any Series 1 parallel. There's some that are over $50, so I'll stay away from those, but the rainbow foil in particular is under $50, and you probably can get them even cheaper than right here. It's $39 best offer, $32 buy it now. Here's one on auction. I haven't looked at the sold listings. Let me go hurry and pull those up real fast. Sold listings for this card is right around $35. So that's just $25. At $25 to $35 is where you're going to want to pay for it. Another card of Alvarez I think is good is his Topps Chrome Refractor. These are probably more sought after. They're probably more plentiful than the rainbow foils, but people are really starting to gravitate towards Topps Chrome. That's becoming the new, what like everybody's wanting. And people have always liked Topps Chrome, but Flagship has always held a special place in a lot of collectors' hearts. But now that Topps Chrome is kind of coming out on top, especially if the image is the same as the Flagship rookie, I would look at the refractors. You can get a refractor for less than $30. That's like getting a blaster of Topps Chrome, you know, and pulling an Alvarez refractor. You'd be really excited about that. And on top of that, because PSA is closed, you may be able to find a refractor for actually a pretty good price. So make sure you read the description, make sure it's a good deal. But you're going to find, here's a sepia refractor. Those are going to end probably around $30 to $40 as well. But they're really not too bad. Here's one ending in 3 hours. I'll even watch that myself. Watching too much. Overall, you can pay for a more expensive, like parallel if you would like, but for under $50, a rainbow foil or a refractor of Yordan Alvarez I think is a good pickup, especially because even though he's a traditional DH right now, that's going to be expanding across the whole league. So in the future, if he ever has to re-sign with somebody, he has plenty of suitors, especially if he can stay above 1,000 OPS like he has been. All right, so the next player I want to talk about is one as well I think is undervalued. I could put him into not just a card to buy, but a player to buy. That's Xander Bogaerts. Xander is really good, and the reason why he slept on is because if you look, he actually debuted the same time as Mookie Betts. He debuted in 2013, but his full rookie season was in 2014. And in 2014, he was not that good. In 2015, he had a high batting average, but it was really empty, not many home runs, not a great on-base percentage. And then he caught better, and then he went back, and because of all of these back and forths, it made it so his cards were a little bit cheaper. But then you see in 2018 something clicked for Xander. Right there, he had a fantastic year. 135 OPS, and then 140 OPS plus, 131 OPS plus, and this year he is raking. He has a 357 average, 7 homers in only 32 games. He is playing well. And he's playing for the Red Sox, which is a team where people will collect those players religiously, so I think it's a good person to be looking at. The other nice thing about Xander as well is he's pretty young. He's 28, so there's still time for him to, you know, be on a Hall of Fame path. I don't think he's there myself, but I could be wrong. Some players play till they're 40, and if he figures it out at age 25 and can play well to age 35, that may be enough to get him some counting stats. But regardless, basically any of his rookie cards I think could be a good buy, but specifically his Topps Flagship rookies in certain parallels, like this green, this is a retail card, and this is the Topps Chrome card. Those are still good buys. I'm guessing this is an image variation. If it's from a complete set, they're not as valuable. If it's a short print from the actual Series 1, then it's very valuable. On top of that, you can get, if we scroll down further, here's a Topps Chrome Refractor. It's going to be less than $50. Here's 5 for $20 each. It's not a great deal. and here's a target red. These are a very good card to pick up in my eyes. But overall, if you just scroll through, here's his Heritage High number for 20 bucks. That's a great set. It has DeGrom, Betts, Xander, Jose Ramirez, tons of great players in that set. But I would just look at some of his cards. I think he has potential, 15 bucks here. If he can be a top 5 MVP finish, I think his cards could easily go up throughout the season, which is like kind of what you expect. I don't know if it's great long-term hold. I can't say for certain. I don't have that at-risk appetite myself to spend 800 bucks on him. But I think a couple of these cards could give you pretty good gains. So just a couple of things to look at. And the very last player I want to highlight is somebody that I have near and dear in my heart, and that's Nolan Arenado. And Nolan Arenado is having a great year for the Cardinals. Look, he has 1.3 WAR right now. It's not just defensive WAR. He only has 0.4 defensive WAR. He has kind of proven in my eyes already, or pretty close to proving it, that the Coors Field thing was a little bit overblown. This year, he only has an 837 OPS, but still an OPS plus of 135, which takes into consideration the average OPS and the ballpark he plays in. So if we scroll down, you'll see his career OPS is 121. He's never had an OPS plus this high, so it's technically his best OPS plus or best offensive year so far. Granted, he's led the league in homers and RBI multiple times, but he's still doing well. And today he had another home run and another RBI. Today's Sunday when I'm recording. And so I think he is a very solid pickup, especially because Rockies fans aren't picking him up and Cardinals fans are deciding if they want to pick him up. It's a really sweet spot where you get some very good deals on his cards. The cards I want to talk about are his Topps Chrome rookies. The reason I say plural is because he's not like when I was talking about Jordan, how he had a rookie debut in Topps Chrome Update. The Topps Chrome Update Nolan Arenado rookie card matches the flagship image, which makes it a really desirable card, but also his other Topps Chrome rookie came out before, so it's also desirable. So he's a really interesting player where they're both desirable. If I was going to pick one for the money, I'd pick the update, but overall you can still find some good deals. So let's just scroll down. Here's one ending in 4 hours for $12.50. Here's one I think with just some surface scratches, which isn't a huge deal, probably a PSA 8 or 9, depending on the severity of those. That one's gonna be 20 bucks. That's a good buy. So if you do the print odds of these, because Topps Chrome Update only came out in the mega boxes back then, there were no fat packs, and in the mega box you got like 3 or 4 packs of regular Topps Update and 2 Topps Chrome Update packs. You can do the math and find that there's about 12,000 of these cards made. So they're not super plentiful. They're pretty rare, especially in good condition. That's why the PSA 10s go for so much. It's a really low pop card. But regardless, even his Topps Chrome is a really short printed card in comparison to the modern players' Topps Chrome. When I say modern, I mean 2018 to now. And that's just due to print runs increasing, demand increasing. So even this PSA 10 I don't think is a bad buy at $250. Well, it's best offer. I'd try to get it for $200. But that's out of the price range. So we're going to ignore that. But if you can get like a Topps Chrome or a Topps Chrome Update for less than 30 bucks, I think you're doing well. And I think the Topps Chrome Update's the better buy, but Topps Chrome's still going to hold value because it is that name brand. Topps Chrome, that's a good deal here. And you can kind of even find, I've seen refractors. Here's one for 6 hours left. I would even bid on that one. But I've seen refractors go for less than 50 bucks. It started to move higher, but it's not exclusive to this Topps Chrome rookie card. This is the one I'm pointing out, but I think a lot of his cards are a really good deal. So anyways, guys, those are my top 3 cards under $50 I think are good value. Again, it's Jordan Alvarez, Xander Bogaerts, and Nolan Arenado. They're all great buys right now, so I recommend picking up some of their rookies because they're all performing well, and I think eventually the market will catch on. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video. It helps others see the videos, which I'd appreciate, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.